Hey guys, this is Kathy and I'm glad to see you back again in the second part of our video for the key new features in Revit MEP 2021. This is an extension to the first part of our video where we saw some of the key new features in Revit MEP 2021. In this video we are going to see some more features listed here like the switchboard circuit quantity, frame size parameter for spare circuits, row striping for schedules, enable view filters, and new pipe flow units. So let us start with the very first feature listed here, that is switchboard circuit quantity. Coming to this new enhancement is quite exciting and worthwhile, as we know that the property of maximum number of single pole breakers is found on panels and switchboards, which determines the number of slots available with the respective board. Typically, a switchboard with a value of 12 for maximum number of single pole breakers would become full after adding 4 3-phase loads. Revit 2021 has come up with an enhancement where we can now have the property for switchboard which is changed to maximum number of circuits instead of maximum number of single pole breakers, so that now we can connect more than 4 3-phase loads on a switchboard. So here we have an example over here where we need to connect these distribution boards to a switchboard. That is, we have these 5 distribution boards which are to be fed by this switchboard. In the previous versions, if we tried to connect all of them together to the switchboard with a maximum number of pole breakers as 12, we would get an error message to enable the feed through lugs option. Then, if we try to connect the 6th dB over here after getting that message, again we would get a message that we cannot connect as there aren't enough slots available, basically telling us that there is no capacity. Now here in Revit 2021, the parameter for maximum number of single pole breakers is now replaced to, as we can see, like if I just select the switchboard over here, we can see that the property that we had previously, that is maximum number of single pole breakers, is now replaced with maximum number of circuits. So now if I just connect all the distribution boards, that is I'll select the DB02 and I'll give a power to it from the switchboard. Again, I'll select DB03, give a power through the switchboard, and again the 4th one, and give a power from the switchboard, and finally the 5th one also has to be fed through SP. So now we saw that we have connected totally 5 distribution boards. This is already connected, so if we just check it in electrical circuits, we can see it is fed through SB, that is the switchboard. So we have connected 5 distribution boards, and then too we did not get any error message, as now the property which was previously seen as maximum number of single pole breakers is now replaced with maximum number of circuits. The next new feature that we are going to discuss is the row striping for schedules, which is introduced in Revit 2021. This feature is introduced to make it softer to the eyes to visualize the schedules. So here we have an example project where we already have a schedule created for the lighting fixture, where I'll just activate that, and to just activate the row striping feature which is now there over here in 2021, we can just come here to the properties and go to appearance over here. So I'll click on appearance and we get this dialog box where we have this new feature which is added in Revit 2021, that is stripe rows. Over here we have 2 options, that is first row stripe color and second row stripe color. If we click on first row stripe color, we can change a color, like example, we'll just change it to say cyan. Similarly, we need to select the second row stripe color and we need to change the color. So say example, we are changing it to say yellow. Now to apply it on the schedule over here, we need to click over here and now we can click on OK, and we can see there is a row striping which is added through the appearance. Now in the appearance we also have one more option, that is show stripe rows on sheets. So this feature of row striping was actually started in Revit 2020.1 but didn't work when schedules were placed on the sheets. So here we have this option, that is show stripe rows on the sheets. So if we click on that, we can add these schedules on the sheets, and these stripings are also seen on the sheets. So here this is in Revit 2021, it has been expanded to include this on the sheets too. So now when I just activate my sheet through the View tab, Sheet, and I'll just take the A1 metric sheet, and to add the schedule I'll just go to the project browser, select my schedule, drag and drop it over here. What we see is the row striping which we added to the schedule is now seen over here in the sheet too. So now if we place this on the sheet, this is now visible, that is the row striping is now visible in Revit 2021. Moving on to the next enhancement, let us now start with Enable View Filter. View filters, as we know, are used to override the graphic display and visibility of the elements. In the previous versions of Revit, we had to completely remove a filter from a view if we did not want the effect of that anymore. If we further change our mind and want to add that filter again to the view, we needed to set all the graphic overrides again, which is really a waste of our productive time. Now in Revit 2021, we can have an option to activate or deactivate a filter in a view without having it completely removed. So over here we have this mechanical project as an example, and say example I want to apply a filter to my insulations which are placed on the supply duct. So we need to apply a filter over here for this view. So to apply the filter, I'll just go to Visibility Graphics, that is through the View tab, Graphics panel, Visibility Graphics, and now over here I'll go to the Filters tab. I'll click on Add, and I'll just select the filter that I've already created. I'll click on OK. Now we need to also change the graphics of this particular filter, so I'll go to Patterns and I'll override the pattern over here, say example to a crosshatch. That is, I'll just come down here and I'll take this one and I'll click on OK. We can also change the color for this particular pattern. So all these graphic overrides are done for this particular filter. I'll click on OK over here, and now we can see that filter is applied to my supply ducts as the insulation is placed over here. Now this is how we normally add the filter. Now say example at a particular moment I want to temporarily just remove this filter. So in the previous version what we would do is we would again go to Visibility Graphics, Filters tab, and we would select that filter and remove it. Now again, if we have to add, after removing, if we thought of adding the filter again, we would click on Add and again add the filter, and we have to add the graphic overrides, that is patterns, lines, etc. all over again. So this is a really wastage of time. Now in Revit 2021, we have this option, that is Enable Filter, where we can just check on or check off for a particular filter to enable or disable the effects or the graphics of this particular filter over here in this view. So now if I don't want this filter changes to apply in this view right now temporarily, I can just uncheck over here in Enable Filter. I'll click on OK, and you can see the effect of the filter is removed. Now again, if I want to get it back, I'll simply go to Visibility Graphics, Filters tab, and I'll check on that particular option, that is Enable Filter, for that filter that we added. I'll click on OK, and now we can see that the filter is being added. So this is how we can add or remove the filter by using the Enable option. So this was an enhancement in Revit 2021 to enable or disable a filter from a view rather than removing a filter and adding it all over again. Talking about the last but not the least feature of new pipe flow units. Revit 2021 has this new enhancement in piping to have added to the popular pipe flow units such as liters per hour and also cubic feet per hour and cubic feet per minute, and this has really made the mechanical designers' lives easier. So now over here, when we just go to units, that is into the manage tab, settings panel, and over here we have project units, and now when we go to the discipline as piping and go to the flow unit over here, what we see is here we have some new units added, that is liters per hour and also cubic feet per hour and cubic feet per minute, etc. So all these the units are now added to this new feature of Revit 2021. So we can just simply select the unit as say might be liters per hour or any other unit that we want over here. So this has really made the mechanical engineers and mechanical designers lives easier. So that was all about the new features in Revit MEP 2021. Please do practice all these new features in your real-world projects, as we know that knowledge without practice is useless. With that thought, I would like to thank you for being here. Please stay tuned for such descriptive content ahead.